powerful, constant, running over, through, and under valleys, mountain, and rough terrain. They call you the blessing for whatever you touch till life is given, carrying in your bosom and the whisper of your breath, substance. Without you, we would cease to exist. As your light, your pain, your body, it is our guidance. To you we look, we weep in our redemption. Still not yet wise enough to have remorse or mourn for our migrant past, still ungrateful for the blood that flows in the pigment of the earth that belongs to you. We are bathed by your tears. They crept into those most intimate spaces, making public your private domains, subject to their whim. Indeed, you are a native tongue, a shapeshifter, or shall we call you strange fruit? Yet in the midst of it all, you endure, making Maya Angelou speak from the grave, rise, and still you women rise. Brown skin, dark eyes, wide lips, cool, strong, powerful, constant, enslaved, pimped, trafficked, overworked, underpaid, devalued, your humanity dictated by the needs of the time. Yet with your infant cradled in the left arm and the right hand fashioned as a fist, arms crossed, that's a Wakanda reference in case you missed. You stand in all of your powerful essence, collecting the spirit of mothers, speaking in Moses as he spoke to Pharaoh, declaring to God that your people be let go. You decry, let my womb go, let my children live, let my men breathe, let my girls learn. You thrust forward that black, brown, golden, bronze, almond, mahogany, pecan flesh, raising those same hands that nurture babies. Those be the same hands that heal the sick. These be those same hands stained permanently with the blood of black lives that did indeed matter. Those be the hands that plowed the field in the cotton land and picked berries and weave baskets in the motherland. You stand, brown skin, dark eyes, wide lips. You flow like the Nile, strong, cool, powerful, collected. Shall I call you queens? Shall I call you the blessed? Shall I call you mothers of the earth? Or shall I call you the mothers of hopeful leaders? An African proverb tells us that if you educate one man, you educate one person, one individual, you heard. But if you educate one girl, you educate a family, you educate a nation. Education is access. Education is the path to equity and equality. Education is key to not only success, but it is key to being able to occupy positions in society to change in powerful and constructive ways. Young girls need to see the beauty of their potential and the power they can amass. The recent release of the Black Panther movie, I know you saw that. It was widely celebrated because it gave us proud images of who we are and where we come from. Now, Wakanda may have been a fictional or an imaginary place, but by no means was it fictional or imaginary with respect to the depth of its representation of our beauty, our culture, our strength, our collective power, our intelligence. The greatest lie that the world could ever attempt to sell our precious girls is that we are not worthy or capable. On almost a daily basis, I'm in courtrooms and I count by gender and by race. The lack of representation there is not a reflection of our capacity. It reflects the lack of access to resources and opportunity and mentorship. Sadly, at times it also reflects the lack of a willingness of us to speak and share our stories so that we can encourage others. I stumble often when I think about the complexity of what young girls experience as they look at television or they look at magazines and they're looking for images of things that represent them. Let me be clear. The roles that we cherish, like that of motherhood, are precious, and they are important. I am a mother. I'm a mother of 7. On any given day of the week, I'm changing the infant's diaper, wiping the 4-year-old's pee from the toilet, mediating an argument between the 12 and the 14-year-old, and then trying to get the other off to school, and that's before my 9 a.m. court calendar. So, I respect the role of motherhood, each painful moment, but that is also why I also recognize the value of importance of walking into a courtroom and my client seeing people that look like them. They need to see that in a myriad of different ways. Reflecting upon these very types of needs for support and mentorship and desiring to do something for young girls back home, this group of brilliant women collected their thoughts, their energy, and their passion and came up with a plan. This lovely gathering we had tonight is just the first of the many fruits of their hard labor. I believe the song says, it's a man's world, but we know the ending. It would be nothing without a woman or a girl. The world needs strong, powerful, fierce women, and in all arenas. When we love and support and encourage each other, we can do absolutely amazing things. It was a woman who took me off the streets when I was a homeless teenager. When it was time for me to leave her place, that same woman, when I cried, desperate for answers about what is my next step, told me, don't worry, keep knocking, and just like someone else is going to open another door for you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our girls in our community, they are knocking. Our girls across the world are knocking. They are demanding to be heard. Those girls who are silent or being silenced, there are others who are speaking on their behalf. It begins here and now. They are demanding for their right to thrive, their right to dignity, their right to access education, their right to representation, their right to images that look like them, that display them as the beautiful, intelligent entities that they are. And tonight, the mothers of hopeful leaders are saying, we hear you. Come in. We are opening doors. Coming all from over, opening doors like tonight. How many doors will you help open? Thank you.